guys? Welcome back to our live stream. This is 𝑘𝙤𝙩𝙪𝙾 Shop on Instagram. And today we are going to do Betty Boop for Christmas on all 5 nails. Before I start it, if you haven't joined yet, this is our group, a WhatsApp group that you can join to get more alert from us. Every time that I go on live stream, I will go in here to alert everyone. Let me see. Text WhatsApp. Make sure that everyone get it.
Beautiful nails, Maria.
Okay, let's get started. Hello, everyone. Let me write my shop in the comment. Hola, hola. Hi, Linz. Okay, everything that I use is at www.𝑘𝙤𝙩𝙪𝙾.shop. Gonna pin down here. Okay, let's draw her first. So the background is snowy. I want to start out with white and then Aurora gels. This one here. And I want to start with Pigment Base first and then put this on. And I will be taking stop, pause once in a while, take my video. But this is a character theme, so it wouldn't be confusing because I only need to take like 3 shots for each nail. So it's not extreme like when I do technical design, where I have to take shots from start to finish. Get this? Let me raise this up just a bit. Okay. Now, let's use Aurora gel to make a snowy background so we can put our snowflake on. This is what it looks like. Let's see if I can zoom in. I'm going to put this on her nails. Okay, Aurora gel Snow White. Put it on. Hi, Tanya. Okay, now clear this. Here. Hi, Tara.
Let me moderate her.
Okay, Tara, remember our Mystic Siren set where we do video on live? Obviously, that doesn't work out very well because I have to stop and do video like a lot. Well, I'm still haven't given up on the idea. Today, this live, I am going to do video the same time with live. But it's a character painting, so I don't need to take shot from start to finish. I just need to do like 1 shot where I paint her, 1 shot where I do her detail, and 1 shot where I shade her.
Because it's just drawn, there's no technique?
Yeah, just drawing, so it's not a technical design. So we're going to try it again today.
Unique Prissy, so happy to be here with you.
Okay, we need, let's start out with art gel first to do her color block. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with art gel to do her color block or the big detail here. And then whatever I have to refine, like her eye, when it comes to her eyes, her lip, when it comes to little teeny tiny of these detail right here, I'm gonna use one stroke liner to refine it. Overall, it is a simple design, so there's not much need for one stroke liners. I can see myself shading, so I'm gonna use shading gel on her too, even though there is no shading on the characters. Let's go ahead and pick out her red. Now this is a bright red. Let me see. I have 3 shades of red. This is just pure red. We might go with these colors. Okay, so this is red. Oh, we have brighter red. We have like fire red. Okay, this is like really, really bright. I think I'm gonna go with this. And then we have royal red, but I think that is a little too dark. Yeah, this is too dark. This is winey. More winey. Okay. And I have to do a nude. I'm thinking I might just pick out my top gel nude. We search for cream nude. Okay. I think top gel nude using cream nude would do. We'll see how good it does, because it's not completely opaque. So we'll see how good it does. And that's it so far. So let's use a nude first. This is top gel cream nude. We have all kind of shade of nude with this top gel. We have like 12 different shades. Okay, I'm gonna put out cream. It's a little more yellow, so I'm gonna need to add probably some tan. Some top gel tan in there to make it yellowier. Okay, let's mix it up to see. Okay, it's the right tone, but the value is a little too dark. We want lighter value. So we're gonna mix with some pigment base, and that will make this gel completely opaque. Pigment base will make anything opaque. So let's just do a small drop first to see how it is. Oh, perfect. I'm so glad I stopped right there. If I add any more, it would be no-go. Okay, this is perfect for Betty Boop. And then I can see myself taking pink nude and continue to shade her, but that's it for now. Okay, Aurora gel is finished curing. It's have been about 4 minutes. So it's whiter. When it first cure, it's kind of yellowy. It's just a chemical reaction. So don't let that distract you now. See, it's all nice and white. Now, let's see. I need my painting brush for any detail that I might need. Then I need my curling brush on the side just to fill in the gel. I need to wash them both off. Okay. Let's start painting. So, first is the face of Betty Boop. Okay, it's like an apple. So, straight across, going up, and then draw an M right on top. Okay. And so many times I forgot this. You have to make sure that her head are really big, because her upper body is the same, almost the same size her head. So does her skirt, but don't forget she have hair too. So she's really, really big head. Okay, now going up. Okay, top gel does just fine. So we're going to use that for her skin.
And notice before he started actually putting the paintbrush to the nail, he sketched it out above it. That sometimes helps.
Yes, I visualize it first before I dive into it. It's a very healthy habit to have. This is a hairline, by the way, that I draw on top. Now I'm going to fill her in. The only thing using gel polish is sometimes when you stir too much, you have little bubbles. But if you're paying thin enough, that shouldn't be an issue at all for you. Okay, let's not stop right here. Let's go ahead and draw her body too. So she have arms going up. And this her bust going down. Okay. And then she have this arm right here coming out. Okay, her hand is right on her hip, so you have to make sure her hip is about right here. So her hand is right here. 1, 2, 3. Draw it out. Colors it in. Okay, now let's draw it into. We remember how we started. Now we can just go ahead and fill it in. If you want to sketch first, you can. I decided to just dive right in my comfort zone. So it depends on what your comfort zone is. Sketch first will take a little more time. Probably really healthy for beginners to do that. Now, when you already paint enough characters, just go ahead and fill it in first. Okay, legs. Now, if you can just work whatever over here and then start drawing her legs. But I'm going to do it right now. Okay, her legs start right here. Okay, remember, from here to here equal to her whole face. Okay, so her whole face, including hair, probably up here. So her body will be right about here is when I'm start drawing her legs. Okay. Okay, going in, leave room for her boot. Remember to watch the pattern very carefully. It's going in and then out a little bit, like an hourglass. So don't make it like a stick. Remember the curve, make it elegant. It's all stop right about here. Let's cure her. But first, let's make a video before we cure.
And while you're doing that, you got time for a side question?
Sure.
Lillian wants to know, when practicing drawing characters on nails, do you first try drawing on a sketch pad? How long does it take you to get the feel for getting the scale right the first try?
It depends on how much you like character. Me, I will share an honest thought of me is that I'm not a character person. So at first, I do dabble with a few sketches just to get the groove down. Now, if you have been watching Betty Boop since like age of 3 or 5, you probably know how Betty Boop is. You probably know the proportion already, so you can dive in like I am right now. But for a person that are not a character person, like at first when I draw Betty Boop, her face is like this, or her body is like this, like a normal adult woman, and it look weird. So I actually don't get Betty Boop at first. I have to sketch it out first with gels. Okay, now I can just dive in. That is about 2 years later. Now, I did not sketch on papers. But again, if you not that great of an artist, then you probably would need to doodle around the paper before you even do on nails. Depending on how much you are comfortable with character art. It's about the characters. How much you're comfortable with them.
And if you've been watching Betty Boop since you're 3, you're 109.
Yeah, like I share with you that, okay, like a horse, I can draw a horse by just remembering it. I have to like sketch it first, just to get to know the head and everything like that. Now the dragon, I don't need to see anything. I don't need to sketch anything. I love dragon. I can draw a dragon right here, right now. Just whip it out.
Just whip it out.
So it depends on how much you like an animal. So sorry for over explaining it if I did.
That was a good explanation.
Yeah, it's not based on your drawing skill. It's just based on how well you know the characters. Characters.
And that's because you'll know if it doesn't look right.
Yes. Yeah, after a couple of times drawing Betty Boop, I'm like, why it looks so weird? So I have to like sit down and analyze it like, oh, I see my head right here, but her body is like this. It's actually equal to her head. I like, that's why. That was make Betty Boop special. She have a cute little body and a big face. So now I know how her proportion is. While before, so it's just because I don't really watch cartoon growing up, really.
It's explained perfectly. And as far as copyright, Lillian, if you're not selling it, you never have to worry. If you're just selling 1 or 2, you don't have to worry because they're not going to come after you. They're trying to. But if you're mass producing their copyrighted entity, then they're going to come get you.
Yeah, it's all about money. If you making bank, they will want some of it, of course.
And really, if you're making bank off their character, they should get a cut.
Yeah, they should get a cut. But for us small people, they're not gonna go after us. If we're just making like 100,000, they're not gonna go after us. But maybe 500,000, maybe they will. But when the time comes, we're ready to share. If we make 500,000, we're ready to share the copyright. All right, you got me. You can start making money now. I'm done with Betty Boop. Okay, so let's take red art gel and draw her. So I'm not gonna start out with a hat because I know that's hair. I might go with a hat. Hold on. Her face is much. This is what we have now. I have to add some more space, which is almost like a face, and then I start drawing the hat. So probably right here. Okay, switch to coloring brush and fill it in. When I work with art gel is not like gel polish, so it's thicker. So with coloring brush, it will help you stroke it out faster. If you use a liner brush, you're just gonna be wrestling with heavy gel. It's just gonna slow you down. Okay, her bust. Okay, let's leave the scarf alone for now. Let's go ahead and fill in the bust first. I love filling in just because there's no pressure. At this point, the detail haven't come yet. Draw 2 busts. Even though it's small, make sure that it's round. It have to be flattering looking. Since this one look like a leaf shape, I need to make it rounder. There you go. Like a circle, not like an oval. Okay, same thing on here. Make it round. Like a circle. But when it comes to drawing this, I'm thinking of a heart. And a heart is actually oval, it's not circle. So I go 2 circle. Make this round a little bit more. Now go down here and draw a tube. 1 tube. Slanted it just so it can touch her. It can end the top. Like that. The other tube on the other side. And we are ready for the skirt. Okay, so it's going out like an hourglass. Slanted and then going down. So this a hip. It's very important. Don't make it less than the legs. Okay, the leg is right here, so the hip have to be about right here. There. Slant it out, and then you're going down. Stop. Because the rest is like little fur, so you just stop right here. And worry about this. Now, remember the arms? Don't forget the arms. Going out and down. There you go. Now, art gel is completely smooth, cell level. It doesn't matter how you paint it. It's going to be smooth for you. So when it comes to color blocking, I love you art gel. When it comes to anything more professional than that, then I use 1-stroke liners. But these are just simple little. There's no shading or anything going on. There's no trick yet. They're just filling it in. Anybody can do this step. Okay. Round this out just a bit. Okay. There's a little issue right here. This is higher and it's going down. Okay, this side is lower than this side. So this side is about right here. So this side have to be right down here. Of course, you don't have to pay that much attention, but it will train you for better thing later. Try to worry about all the details. Okay, now let's draw her boot too. I usually do this a lot. I jump. You know, I don't want to like clean my brush and have to use red again. That'd be sad. Okay, let's go in with the red. Remember the little white thing right here. Leave a little space for that. Going down here. All the way down. Like that. Okay, the reason I slanted it is because her leg, it needs to be elegant, so you need to slant it in. Now this, start right here, and up, fill it in. Now sometimes people get freaked out when they get to about right here. They're like, oh my God, I'm losing the legs. I don't have the room for the leg. Chill. Okay, chill. Now, hear this. Chill. You don't have to get everything in. Just imagine the nail is a window. Some part of her can be left out. Okay. Wait for that to clear, and then we're gonna go ahead and add in the white. Then we can use the black to line it out. So with the white, let's get pigment base out. Protect these colors. 'Cause later on, you might use that for other things to make it cohesive. Okay, Pigment Base is a gel polish, but I use it very often for art. Let me take a quick video first. Okay. Now, let's fill in the white first. That's it, easy. From here, going all the way up, all the way across, like that, all the way across, and then just fill it in. White on white. But we're going to upgrade this Betty Boop, though. We're going to give her shading, make her, like, top notch. But we just borrowed this because I like how the way she stands. We know she has so many different positions. I like this one. It's cute. Okay. I need the eye. Pop the eye right back in. The top of the eye, look at the top. Okay, the top of the eye, that is right in the middle of the face. And then the bottom of the eye, it takes more up the bottom face. Okay, so remember that position for the eye. Going in. See, this middle of the face, so the eye will be below here. I keep her one eye on this side. Have a little bit of issue right here to make the circle perfect. I move a little too fast. Okay, good. Now one eye, the other eyes. Remember, always check your distance. I'm still doesn't know Betty Boop that well, so I always have to look at the picture just to make sure she don't have any like insane detail that are so different. They make her, you know.
What was you calling her last year?
The what?
You was calling her something last year that was hilarious. It wasn't Betty Boop.
Mistletoe hoe.
Mistletoe, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna paint mistletoe on it. We're gonna make a whole set out of it. Okay. 2 eyes. Now, I need fuzz down here. Give her some fuzz. I love drawing these white things. It's so fun. Don't cover too much of her leg. Let's go higher right here. Okay. Now, the boot. Don't forget the boot. Okay. We are ready to cure her. Skip her a little bit up. No, let's cure her. Go ahead. Okay. Now is the time when she come to life, but be careful. She have a little shading right here on her eyes. We're not going to worry about right now. We're going to go ahead and detail her eyes. She have some gold detail here. We'll worry about later also. Because our one stroke liner is very opaque. You can just put it on black and you can see the yellow just fine. Okay, now to detail her, some people like to put matte on to level out the surface before they put in all the detail. Some people can handle the bumpy surface and detail, and it just depends. If you're beginner, I would suggest you just put matte on everything first. Cut up all these little bumpiness right here. So the matte will level it out, and then you can line her. So your line doesn't fall into any of these little crevices right here. But our gel is pretty much cell level. Do you see how smooth our gel is? So it just depends on what gel you're using too. Because some people been using a gel pen like art gel, but it's not smooth like this. See how smooth art gel is? Now if your gel pen is not smooth, then it's gonna be more bumpy and all the line is gonna fall. It's not gonna be smooth for the line. So I'm not gonna put top coat on here. I'm just gonna go ahead and details. Okay, I need black. Now I'm done with art gel. I need to switch to one stroke liners because all of these detail, sometimes I have to apply a pin. So I need something that have high coverage. This is very good with thin details. I'll go ahead and switch a palette. I'm actually gonna use my ring. If I can locate it. I couldn't find my rings. Okay, let's go ahead and continue with other rings. One doesn't go in and make doesn't go get the rings. Okay, so first is a head. You can go crazy. Just remember, you see all this tour right here. I will tell you that a person will try to go in and do a tour right away. Don't do that. Look, watch me. Watch me. Go down. Smooth line. Don't do the tour yet. You know that it's gonna be there, but don't do it yet. Okay, no tour, no little curl right here. Don't do that. Just fill in her hair. Ignore all the little twirl. Pretend that it's not there. Okay, just like that. And then some loop-de-doop here. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that. It wants me to line her face. I'm gonna line her face. And then she's gonna have an earring right about here. There. And then I'm gonna go ahead and outline her arm. Make sure this line outside is kind of thin. Ah, so easy. See how thin it is? And this gel is like, yes, sir, let me make it so opaque for you. Now, art gel will be a little more difficult for thin detail like that. Sometimes it's not covered enough. But one stroke liner all the way. Okay, now, let's go ahead and continue on the other hairline. One here, we have another one here. Okay, don't worry about the twirl. Little curl right here. Ignore it. Okay, she have an earring right about here. See, I didn't wait to see this. So now I have to remove this. Ooh, I have some gel on here. Okay, remove that. And then put in my earring. pen a little teardrop, pen a bigger teardrop. There you go. And then let's finish her face. Drag it all the way through. Okay. And she have a scarf, so let's outline that scarf too, right here. Now we can cover, you can go ahead and color her in. I'm still using a liner brush just because these hairline are really tricky, really thin. There. I'm actually gonna make her earring a little bigger just because I don't want to regret it later. Cause they give her earring, they don't want it to be small, they want it to be big. Okay, now she looked like a little boy, so we're gonna make her become a woman with this little hair twirl right here. Gonna make her become instantly feminine. Go ahead. One right here. Okay. So far so good, but a 7mm will do better. Let's take out the 7mm. Okay, I'm gonna use a 7mm detail for this. Be careful, don't let your finger touch this side when you anchor your fingers. Okay. Okay, one thing about her hairline I want to point out. Let's say this is her hairline. I like to do this. This is how I draw her hairline. Okay, it's curved right here. But in reality, it's this. It's going down and then out. So it's broader. The curve is broader. So it's not like a fang. It's broader. So this side is there's more line, and this side the space is less. So that's why I have to go back and adjust it just to make sure that it's right. It's shorter. These lines are bigger. Okay. Okay, now start again. Like this. Give it a little curve. Like that. Now, the one on this side are bigger. See, longer. This line is longer than the first line. There. That's a Betty Boop curve. Okay. Pay attention to the details. Not necessary for this design, but just to train the way you look at things. Okay, so right now she looks like a woman with all the curve. We're gonna go.
Like a woman.
Yeah, she looks like a woman. She looked like a little boy at first.
Oh.
She needs her eyelash. Let's go ahead and give her eyebrow for now. Okay, the eyebrow a little tricky. Make sure you look at it good. Okay. It's going down. Okay, it's go all the way down. This is like a little arrow. From here. Started and then it's going down. There. A little hook right here. There you go.
2 quick questions, babe.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Placid. How do you get a bubble out of a design in the center of the nail since you can't brush it?
Oh, like this circle right here?
I think like an air bubble or something.
Oh, if you work with gel polish, you'll have that. If you mix it too well, I guess, too aggressive. So if you were to mix gel polish, see, if you mix gel polish, you're gonna have that. Where gel pen is thicker. So you can take the gel polish, you can stir it like that to stir the bubble away. The gel polish is really thin. Like when you beat an egg, it's really thin. It's gonna have bubble in the eggs. When you make a little omelette, you're gonna have bubble when you stir the eggs. Versus when you whip your cream and all that, it's thicker, so you don't have bubble. So this is how you eliminate it. You stir it around slowly, and it just pop out.
Are you using black art gel?
No, I'm using one stroke liner.
And then
It helped me achieve high coverage. Okay, time for the eyes. The eye, remember, she have a little slit right about here. So this I'm gonna do it. First, let me outline the eye first. It's actually really tricky for this part.
Abby.
Don't have a lot of gel on here. And when you do this, try not to talk.
And why he's focused, Lillian. So pretty much all Tino's videos are easy to follow, and you can DM us anytime you want on Instagram, and we get back to that. And also know that these are structured lives. It's kind of for the future, not in the moment. So if we don't get to any questions, which most of these ladies who've been following for years will help with that. But if not, feel free to DM us. We'll help in that aspect. But we don't want to, if a question's off brand to what he's doing currently, we try not to discuss it too much verbally because we don't want to confuse people.
That will rewatch it later.
Yeah, that's going to, because it'll be like, what were they talking about?
Because about a few days later, when I post this live, there are going to be people that doesn't have time to watch the live. They're going to watch that. Okay, now, remember, see my brush? There's not a lot of gel on here. When it comes to gel that couldn't draw thin like this, like when, if you have a gel pen that not built for this, you know right away. Cause when you do it really thin, you don't see any gel. Or it's like watery looking. But this is like almost like ink. It looks like using an ink pen to draw. Doesn't matter how delicate or how lightly you touch the line, it's gonna show up very well. So when it comes to line like this, it's crucial, because if you have a gel that you have to have like really thick on a brush and you try to like wrestle in a thin line, it's not gonna turn out as smooth. With this, the only way is to have a tiny bit amount of gel on your brush and stroke it out so it's really thin. Like this, I do this. So my brush, it doesn't have a lot of gel in, but the gel is very potent. It's gonna help me make all these thin little lines. So pay attention to the gel that you use and choose the suitable gels to make this process easier for you. Okay, she's gonna have a color right here. So first, we're gonna go ahead and give her eyelash. It's always fun to give her eyelash.
I think that's actually what makes her.
Okay, really thin line. Give her some more eyelash down here. Okay, and that is come from the knowledge of using the right gel. Because, you know, people think they can just either use, some people, they will use gel polish for everything they do. Some people will have like a gel pen, but just one kind, and they just use it for everything. But when it comes to this, remember to be flexible. Know when you need what. Make everything easier for you. Is it better to wipe the brush on the palette to remove excess gel rather than inside the pot or the bottle? Oh, absolutely. I rarely do this, and I see people do this a lot. Look, they would dip it in, okay, and they do it in this. It's not a very healthy way to pick up gel at all, because when my brush doesn't have anything, let me clean my brush. So when it doesn't have any gel or anything like that, when I dip it in, I don't just stroke it out. I have to saturate it by rolling my brush like this, so all the gel can pack into my brush. So it's loaded with gel. There's no way you're gonna do it in this bottle. What, I'm gonna do this? It's so hard to roll it. It don't have enough space, and then I don't like to make this any more messy than it already is. So that's why I need a palette. Now, when it comes to stroke again, see, I stroke it out. I know that over here it's nice and clean. I can stroke this out. Versus this, when I dip it in, yeah, I can stroke it out, but it's gonna be packed with gel, so I have to like move to a different area. That's just way too much work. So with stroking it from the bottle actually is a very unhealthy habit for artists. Is give them a chance to make thick, unflattering lines, and they would not want to stop and use a palette, because that's the usual pattern. It's using the jaw instead. It's gonna train their muscle memory. And usually artists like that only good with color block. But when it comes to cartoon like this, it's gonna take them forever. It's gonna take them so slow. Okay, let's go ahead and add eyelash for this eye.
They said perfect explanation. And yes, it also makes the bottle messy.
Yeah, it makes the bottle messy, but the bottle, it's not equipped for you to roll your brush, for you to drag your brush however you want it. You have to like migrate to a different edge every time. It's a hot mess. Okay, now she have her lips. Don't forget her lips right here. Cuties. Now, for detail like this, it's so small. I rather use one stroke liners. Cause small but not floppy. Small but detailed. See, there's like an M in her upper lip. There is sharp line right here on her lip. So it's detailed. Okay. Now, if it's just a circle, I'll use art gel in a heartbeat. If it's just a circle, I use red art gel. I apply it. You know, I take some red art gel and I give it. Hold on. I just give it like a tour right here. Make a blob very quick. But for intricate detail, yes, I can use art gel, but it's funner to use one stroke liner. The one stroke liner is much drier. I can apply it really, really thin, and I can draw all this detail out, and it will just remain. It will not be blendy or anything like that.
Blendy.
Yeah. As long as if I apply it thin, if I apply a little thicker, it might be blendy. Because one stroke liner is cell level. Okay, I'm going to zoom it in so you can see like microscopic level. I mean, you red one stroke liner for the lips. Okay, so first, I need to establish where my lip is. Going to be right about here. Okay, one stroke liner can cover the black, which is very important. If you use like a thick but not opaque gel, you're gonna see the black that does not work at all. Usually, back in the day, I have a trick for that. I have to put white first, so white can cover everything, and then I put red on top. But with gel technology nowadays, you shouldn't need to do that. See that? The line? Yeah, you need the line. It's what make a lip.
Pronounced.
Okay. I really want to make it bigger, but I should not make it bigger. Betty Boop known for her small but juicy lips.
Big head and
Big heads, tight lips.
Oh.
Okay. Here this. And then I'm going to add some white on. You see this little white right there? Yeah, add it on for her. Make it super detailed and voluptuous but small.
Voluptuous, that's it.
So that is one stroke liner, red. Now, the glare, I will also use one stroke liner since everything is so minute. White one stroke liners. And then the next step gonna be shading her, and that's my favorite. That make her like expensive looking.
Oh.
Right now she's cheap looking. Go ahead and add some of the white right about
Sure she's gonna be a mistletoe escorting hoe.
And then you're gonna go down. I might go a little too far. So I have to let's flash cure her. Where's my oh, thank you. I need some red lip liners. Ooh, so small. The smallest lip in the world. Let's see. I need more white. It just have to be perfect.
I know, right?
Okay. Let me look really close. There. That's what I want. There you go. Now here. Okay, let's outline the rest of her and then we'll shade her.
After our drink of water.
Okay. Line her. I would need painting brush. So 10 millimeter. Go ahead and give her a belt. We both know she have a belt here. You can just draw a belt out first if you want. That should be easy. I'll give you a format here. You're gonna go ahead and draw a big square. Have to be thinness. It's gonna be very small. And then inside, you're gonna draw a rectangle, a small rectangles. And then beside that is a square. Okay. And then black belt. Same thing here, a black belt. Okay. I don't know if you can see well. Let me see. See the little bell loop I did? Just sketch it out. Okay, now go ahead and outline her bust. Pamela Anderson. All the way. And I guess we can go with the arm, but then we have to kit it, or else it's gonna get stuck on our fingers. There you go. What's my oval brush? And my oval brush. From here, going out and then going down. So there's a curvature in the shoulder. Not just from there going out. It's going to make the shoulder look square. And there is a ring right here. So again, zoom in. You draw a line. And then you draw a line parallel to it. And then you loop it in like this. You draw a line. Okay. And then let's go ahead and outline the hand. You can make her smaller. You can make the hand smaller now to make her more elegant, like that. And then you draw a line parallel to that line. See that? And then you loop it up. There you go. Then you go ahead and draw her arm. No one actually pay attention to Betty Boop arms. To her hand. It can look like an octopus. Nobody care. They only care about the head. The big head. Okay. Now, drawing the bust. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw this side before we flash here. Let's flash here. And then let's. Oh, she have a little thing right here that I missed. A little heart. Okay, let's draw that too. I feel like the 7mm will help me out a lot right now. Right now I'm using the 10. It's okay, I'm almost done with this. There you go. Now, go in with the legs. same thing here. Nice. Okay, now worry about this.
So Lillian said, I tend to do my nails in pairs rather than all at once.
Yes.
I don't know if that is significantly more time consuming. I've been watching.
No, it's faster.
I think it's faster.
I do now in pair, or sometimes I do 5 nails at once. But for an education platform, it's not suitable. It confuses people.
Right.
Hear this? Yeah, when I'm not on live, I work faster. Then when I have to teach people on live, I couldn't jump around too much, or else they will be like, oh, what were you doing again? What do you use? You know what I mean? So it's more organized to teach them in that way. But when I actually do now, that's actually a very slow way to do it, each nail at a time.
Right, because you're able to keep up with where you need to be next.
Let's go ahead and take a video for this.
So remember, Liliana, whatever works for you best, go with that. Experience will teach you slowly.
Okay, let's go ahead and film her.
That's why I always hated people like, how long did it take you to do that nail set? I'm like, man, how do I tell them he did 5 at once?
No, it's a wrong question they ask. They ask how long. I mean, they don't know how to do it, and they already worry about the speed.
Well, it's the wrong question to ask us. We don't live that kind of lifestyle.
Right. I have quit doing nail for about 3 years now. But it's because people don't know. People don't know that I'm teaching. It's not their fault.
Well, actually.
Yeah, we deal with millions of people. It's not their fault that they don't know. They just...
No, I agree on the not know. What I'm saying is, we don't do anything but our own schedule.
Right.
We don't have the pressures most people do to do other people's schedules because they have needs and wants.
Right. And I understand their schedule because you know they have plans to do. I'm just saying it's not a right way to learn. Because when I first learned how to drive, I don't worry about how fast it took me from here to California. I worry about how do I get to California without stopping by a cop and get a ticket. Hear this. You know what I mean?
No, I know, because my worry was...
I don't worry about how... Like, if I want to go Branson, I don't worry about how long it take me. I worry about how am I going to deal with the highway and not getting a ticket by a cop. Now, if I drive to Branson every day for the next 10 years, and I'll be like, you know what? It took me an hour to Branson. It took me 30 minutes. So I'm going to take a back way and avoiding cop. But that's not now. It's, you know, years later when I know the way to Branson. But when I first driving, I don't know way to Branson. I have to look at GPS. I never worry how fast it get me there. I just worry about how to get there without a ticket. Because if I'm not careful, I'll get a ticket.
I feel like we can afford a ticket. I'd rather just stay on the road.
Okay, now, I'm done with this. I am going to shade it now. First, I need to give her the eyes. Okay? Let's ignore whatever she have going on here and think about her color eyes. See, green eye will be so cute for Christmas. But this is a red, black, and white theme. Let's go and give her stained glass gel number 11. It's a cold black. Like a bluish black. Like a bluish grayish. Like a grayish colors. So let's give her that. Okay, going in. leave the little slit on the eye alone and just pen right through it. Isn't she cute?
She's adorable, honey.
Oh, she is so cute with these eye colors. Give her another one.
Give her another one. So
Yeah, she's allowed to have 2 eyes. Usually, I will be stingy with the other eyes. But she deserves it. She deserves another eyes. Cute. Oh my gosh, she looks so heavenly. Cute this. Okay, let's shade her and make her come to life. Right now, she look like this. Let's make her become $1 million.
Oh. Mistletoe high class hoe.
And talk about drawing and speed. Same thing with, I remember, I don't know if you remember, but I remember back in the day when I learned how to write. Because, when my teacher put me down and she say, let's draw an M letters, I have to go up, I have to slant on the other side, I have to go down. Remember that at that time, I only worry about how to draw an M. I don't worry about how fast I draw that M. Because remember, if you learn how to draw and you worry about the speed, you will end up with chicken scratches that doctor have, really ugly handwriting. You will end up with ugly handwriting. So when you learn how to draw, you have to make sure that an M are beautiful, an A is beautiful, a B, you looped down and then you curve and make a small loop for a B, and then a C, again, the loop on top is smaller and you go down and you loop a bigger loop in the bottom for the C, and then a D, still same thing, an oval for a D, never a circle, and then you go up and you go down and then you give a little hook for the D. So remember, learning how to write is the same thing. You have to learn how to write right. Let's take out sheer black. Okay. So sheer black is going to be the default for shadow. Okay. Now, Betty Boop is going to be a shading or blush. I think I'm going to use blush. You blush for shading her, and then highlight. Give her some highlight. Okay, highlight something for any bright point. Aloha, 75 nail tags. Okay, so I have these 3 shades. Let's shade her. The suitable brush for shading will be coloring brush. Okay. First off, okay, so there's no shading on her whatsoever, so we have to yes. Which there's a little shading on the hat right here, which help. So the shadow is down. The light from here is going down. So anything that are in the bottom have shadow. And anything that are on the left have shadows. Or on the right, actually. Okay, so bottom will be this right here. Her head is on top, so her arm will have shadow cascade in the bottom. I'm using blush shading gels. And then clean your brush and blend it out a little. Or you can use an ombre brush if you like. I think I will use an ombre brush. Okay, flash cure ready. It's good to seal the deal as you go. Okay, I need an ombre brush out just to help me.
Do you
Make
ever
sure it's clean.
worry about putting too much polish on the palette that you'll end up wasting it?
No, No. But it come from years of doing that. At first, I'm not worried, but at first I do have to throw away some polish. But now today, I just have a proper amount out. Right here. Some shading for her right here. Below the armpit. Going down. Okay. Again, here. And over here, the bracelets here, so the shadow gonna be here and a little bit in front too. Go ahead and shade it down. You know what? Her hand. Thing about it is actually going up and down instead of the opposite way. So up and down for him. There you go. Let's not make it a little too big. Okay, that is clear. Black one stroke liner going in to line the fingers. Cure this. I only cured it for a little bit, so I need to re-cure it. Okay. Her face, I'm thinking right here. I'm gonna shade it all the way. The bottom part right here. Her nose have to have a little shading of some sort, probably on this side. And I will give the eyebrow some shading too. Let's do the eyebrow first. Okay. Then blend her up. Okay, go ahead and cure that. We like that. Okay, now the nose, give her some shading going on. Okay, cure that. Now, over this side, you will have some shading.
Good question. Are makeup techniques a good reference for how to shade faces on characters?
It is a preference for it. Anybody at good makeup will be very good at this. Like me, I don't make up my face. So I would not be as good. I still gonna shade, but I'll be blind to a certain spot that need contour and highlight and all that, versus a person that no makeup will be like, oh, contours right here, right here. But don't be too cocky now, because just because you know how to contour a face, that doesn't mean you know how to contour a body. Okay? So don't just run into the bathroom and get a makeup brush really quick and then be disappointed because you have to shade the whole body, the dress and everything too, honey. Everything. But a face will give you a head start. Okay, so we have shade her face. Now we need to give her highlight. So it's just really the opposite of the shading, where the shadow adds the highlights in the opposite end. I don't know if Betty Boop have a tall nose, so I would say she have a slit of a nose. So I would just give her, I would just blend it out from here. There you go. Some highlight right on this side.
Oh, so Placid, any of the TikTok lives, that's absolutely extra. Everything Tino did on there was stuff you don't get to see behind the scenes. So we're not really doing TikTok instead of Instagram. It's more like we're doing TikTok extra.
Yeah.
Because we can listen to good, funky music and not worry about teaching platforms.
Yeah. When I'm on TikTok, I'm not teaching. Now, right now, I'm teaching you right now. This will be safe.
We had been obligated for a month and a half worth of shows and all that, so we really just got back in town.
Yeah. But I'm back, honey. I'm back.
And we got...
Don't you miss me? Don't you miss me?
What do you got, babe? Like 2-3 months before we got to do more stuff?
February. The madness start again in February.
The madness.
You can have me now, but soon. Very soon.
Abandonment.
In February. The abandonment will come again. But that would just make you miss me more, you know. When you don't have Tino for a long time and you have it again, it becomes special again, right?
Right. Not mandatory, just, yeah. Kind of like potato salad.
Like, damn, I took that Tino for granted. Now he just disappeared from my life.
Right.
Oh, he's back. Oh, hallelujah. Oh, he's gone again. Oh, heartbreak. Yes. I put all my clients through that.
Oh, boy. Oh, Abby says, I miss you so much.
Yes. It was a busy last month. Was very crazy. I go home. I did 11 single design on TikTok. Now I'm ready for back. My first batch is character painting, of course. So the video will be very brief, but the education will be safe. After my character painting, about 10 of them, I have fun. I have a lot of fun. Let me show you. After about 10 of them, then I will move on to technical design. I have so much like fun going on here. Technical design, I will have to make video first. For technical design, I cannot just skip detail like character design. Character painting. Okay. Hear this. Now, her dress needs to be shaded as well. So, first let's take care of the little garter thing going on here. Give her some decent gold detail. That will be after we top coat her actually. This small heart, you can use art gel or one stroke liner, depend on you. I'm gonna use one stroke liners. Hear this. Let's not forget about the scarf that she's wearing. In fact, we need to somehow give her more than just that for the scarf. Because it's blowing in the wind right here, which we don't see because her nail, the nail is only fit her. So we can maneuver a different way to make sure that we see scarf on her. Okay, let's go ahead and take white one stroke liner out, and let me see this. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Okay. This one. Hear this. Okay. Hi, KK Creation. Okay. Let me see. Okay. Now, I know that's white up here. Let's go ahead and fill it in. Do I need to fill the red in and then line it later? Or I need to line it first and then fill the red in, which will be easier for me. I believe that I will... Hear this. That I will red first and then line it. No, line first. You know what? It doesn't make a difference. Let me think of what beginners should do. Beginners should go ahead and red first and then line. Okay, so I'm going to do what beginners should do. I'm going to red first and then I'm going to do line. Okay, so red here. Red here. Red right here. And red right here. Now, go the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, vice versa. Fill it in, honey. Just go ahead and use the same liner brush since the detail is so small anyway. Just be careful. Coloring brush will help you do it faster, but this step you don't need to do faster. You need to be accurate in this step. There. Can I clear this? And then we use in black one stroke liners. So we're done with red one stroke liners. Now it's time for black one stroke liners. Let me see how my video are doing. Oh crap! I have 3 shots, you guys. Shot number 1, shot number 2, shot number 3. People gonna watch the video and be like, oh, Tino, oh, amazing background. Wait, what happened? Oh my God, here she is. But, you know, I did it because the life gonna be there for you. If you want to learn character, there's no way you're gonna learn it in a minute video, you guys. That is just for fun. You're gonna learn it from life. Okay. Go ahead and land it. And I believe that I almost want to use gold. I use gold every year for this, like gold metallic, gold pixie gel. But you know what? I'm gonna use yellow this time. Okay. Gonna go ahead and line this. You need to make this really thin. And go ahead and put all the line out.
Dragonfly, there will be no mystery box unboxings.
Oh yes,
we truly for the ones who invest and get it, we want that to be their personal surprise.
Yeah, I cannot unbox this time because there's several items that I don't have it anymore. Not even on the website.
Right, we don't want to mislead people because there's a lot of special things, one-time things.
Like some of the charm that I get. It's all out. It's all gone.
It was just strictly for that, and that will create so many more emails and DMs.
I could have saved one box to unveil it, but there is a lady that really wanted, so we end up selling it for her anyway. This time, a lot of people call in and ask for it why it's already gone. We got people calling all the time, but with all kind of mystery box. But this time, we got a lot of people calling right when it's gone too. And it's on there for 3 days. Oh, there must be new people who heard me talk about it on live stream. Oh, I know why. It's because of my website banners. I put mystery box launch October so-and-so. So they must be customers that see my website banner, but by the time they see it, it's already gone. Okay. I need red shade. So I will get stained glass gel number 14. Okay. This is my stained glass gel number 14. Right here, stained glass. Yeah, I plan to unveil it this time, but I don't have all the stuff. The Halloween charm is all gone. We're not gonna have it for the website.
Well, if you ask me, that's what everyone else does, so it'll be like that.
So what? No, usually I love to unveil my box. I love to unveil my mystery box. It's just this time I don't have all the stuff. It's all gone now. Okay, now I am going to use stained glass gel number 14 on here. Right here. This is way deep. So that's why I don't want to use a deep red first, because it's hard to make it 3-dimensional when it's already deep already. Okay, a little bit right here too. Right here. Okay, I am going to blend it out. Blend this out too. Okay. Oh, this stretch look more attractive. Okay, now clear this, and then we need yellow for all her jewelry. If you are greedy with the shading, you might want to use some sheer black. This is sheer black right here. Let me see. Let me see if she need like crazy shading. I really don't. I just think that this white need a little shading. I'm not gonna use sheer black. I'm gonna use stained glass gels. 11. Cause it's colder than black. It's like a cold black, and since the white is kind of like wintry, I'm gonna use a colder tone of shade for this white right here. I'm gonna apply this white right here, this shade gel right here. You know what? I might not even need to blend that out. Let me see. Let me see what happens if I blend it out. Will it still look pretty? But right now it looks really pretty. Probably blend it this way. Yeah, I should blend it out. Yeah. Okay. Then some shading in the bottom. I don't feel like blending that out. Just leave it like that. And some sheer black right here where the shadow is at, where the scarf is at. I'm gonna put some sheer black here. Okay. Now let's clear that. And then add yellow. And we're gonna use the one stroke liner for the yellow. I'm gonna use this one for the yellow. Okay. Yellow gonna be right about here. And yellow gonna be right here. And yellow gonna be right here. And yellow gonna be right here. Be careful in this area, it's very tricky. Right here too, a little bit of yellow. Okay, now clear this. Oh, I got an interesting question. What do you do to prevent clumping when layering so many different aspects of your design? You see, I used to have that problem back in the day before I developed my gel paint. I have clumping problem all the time. There's nothing really you can do with it. You just have to paint it much more careful so you don't have lump. But since the day I developed my gel pen, that problem solved for me. I no longer suffer from that. It's just based on the gel you use. It have to be smooth. See so many layers right now. Look at how smooth it is. Zoom in, magnify for you to see. See that? I haven't even top coat anything to level anything else. I start with a gel polish, cell level of course. I fill with art gel, cell level of course. And then one stroke liner is so opaque it can sip into any crevices, if there are any crevices. So I mean, with this gel right here, I no longer suffer from that problem. But before, I have that problem. There's nothing you can do for that. It's too late to switch the gel brand now. So all you can do is just try to be careful. Okay. So let's see if there are any. Oh, yellow on the belt. See, I forgot that details. Put yellow in. Now they're gonna be tiny. Go in. Okay, straight line. Ooh, it's micro. Now you get a privilege to see it up close like this, but human eye cannot really look this close. But I zoom in on camera so you can see really, really close. Your client not gonna see this. Your client gonna see a little further. And I have a belt just for it. There. Okay, now human eye are seen about like this. This is what people see in normal life. This is what a robot see. See that? Very close. Okay. Done and done. Done. We are ready. Get this? We're ready to take one final shot of Betty Boop. And then we going to do an accent now for her. You know, I like heart. I probably draw a heart. I like heart. It could be a candy cane of some sort. It could be all red, of course, with a heart and a belt on it. Oh, yes. Okay, I'm gonna do a heart and frame it with yellow and black for a belt. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Let me see. Okay, let's take one last final shot for her before we move on. And then top coat her. Shine or matte, shine or matte. You know what? Matte all the way. I like matte. Take it out. Okay, we're done with videoing for that nails. Forgot matte is on here. Okay, let's matte everything. Hear this. Okay, look good in matte. Then we're gonna shine all the detail behind her white. And she look fancy. Yeah, way better than whatever this is. Hear this. Okay. Next nails for hers. We gonna have the same background color, of course, on a heart. Let me think about this. It's easier to just paint everything red first. No, it's easier to just paint everything nude first. I only want one layer for this, because only the heart in the middle will show the nude. So that's why I have to restroke it again, just to make sure that everything is like perfect before I cure. Because I don't want to put on another layers. Wait for it to level out. Maybe add a little bit more gel. Usually I prefer 2 thin layers, but for this design, I will add 1 moderate layers. There you go. Okay, now that's good. Now you're gonna cover everything with red, and you only see the heart in the middle, like this. Okay, so you can shine everything around her, just to give her that winter look. And if you want to leave everything matte, you can too. So I wrap her with acetone, just so the top coat can grip better on her. Then I take out my shined top coat. This is what I using for her. Put it out. Okay. Now, gonna add some top coat on here for her. Flash it. Then let me clean my glove a little bit. It's a little messy. Okay. Just a little bit. Remember, this is on the side. You don't want to lie. You don't want to misshape the nails. Let me see. See? Perfect. No lumps. You don't want any lump to be on the side. It will ruin everything. Be careful in your stroke. Okay, now clear this. Again, onto this skirt right about here. Going in. How do you clean your glitter off your palette? You wipe it with a paper towel first before you put any acetone or alcohol in. I like to use alcohol because it's wet longer. It doesn't evaporate faster, so I use alcohol to wipe and clean it. But before I do that, I have to take a dry paper towel and wipe all the glitter off so it's not messy. If you don't wipe it off first and you put alcohol on it, it's gonna spread everywhere. Oh, it's so annoying. Yeah, dry clean it first, and then you can wet clean it later. Shine it all up and here. There you go. With a shiny background. You have matte to show all the detail and shiny background to show all the glams. The best of both worlds. Here. Now, this right here, gonna paint it the heart and gonna color everything around it. So that's color block. I like to use art gel for color block more. Smoother. With a painting brush, 10 millimeters. We're done with Betty Boop. We're gonna put her aside, but we're gonna everything else we do will inspire upon her by what she wear, by the colors and everything. So art gel and 10 millimeter brush. Let's turn it around just to see if we center. Nope, we're not center. We're about right here in the center. So, from here, I can go down. This one can go up from here. There you go. Go right across. This one, make sure that it's level. Curve it. There. Now, curve the other side. All the way down. This side, same things. Curve it down. Okay. Next step is oval brush. With an oval brush, I will take art gel and, hold on, let me adjust the angle a little bit. Okay, I will take art gel and draw it down. It could be a square brush too. Basically, it's just to help you stroke. Cause when it's flat like this and I can use a flat on oval brush, I will. If not, remember you were mentioned about the bumpy problem and all that. Yeah, you want to make sure you do what's best for the surface. And this stroking down is always best for the surface. And then these are tricky, so now you can turn into the coloring brush. See, everything here is already smoothed out by itself. Now remember, this is why I use a cell level gel, because right here I couldn't stroke straight. I have to be tricky and to finesse it. Okay. Same thing right here. Very tricky. Near people, size wall. Okay, it's already, see, it already smoothed out already. So this is a gel that will forgive you. It will forgive you if you doesn't brush it right. It will forgive you. But you still shouldn't just take that and just paint over it like that. You should take advantage of your surface. Okay, so now it's already take care of the top. You can cure or you can just keep going. Depend. Right now I don't have a lot of art gel on my surface, so it's not going to drip down on my side. So I can keep going. But if you use gel polish, then you should cure right now, because gel polish is thinner, it's liquidy. It's going to drip down on your client nail, on both sides of the nails. So depend on what you use. With art gel, you don't have to worry about it like that. So be conscious of your material. Okay. You know what? But actually, I'm not going to keep going because I need to take a videos. And I have to clear the top first so I can put the nail onto the finger slit without smudging it. I'm glad I didn't keep on going and cure it. Okay, I'm going to cure it. And that is the ring finger. So I will take out the ring fingers. This is the ring finger right here. Take this out, clean this. Okay. I'm going to put it in. Okay. So now let's take our first shot. Okay, first shot would be the lines. Trying to see where my painting brush is. Okay, right here. Actually, that's not the painting brush. This right here. Okay. So let's take a first shot. Okay, second shot. Here. Okay. So that is a first shot. And the second shot. Now, gonna finish this. Before I put it in, let me make sure that I know what I'm doing here. I have red. Okay, this is well balanced. I need white on it. And I need black outline. Let me think. A little black heart in the middle? No. Here it is. Okay. I am going to shade it. Yep. I'm going to shade it with stained glass gel number 14 right here. To show you the bottom. My stained glass gel number 14 over here. Okay, I'm using stained glass gels. And that is number 14. Let's clean this. Same thing here. Take the first shot. Good. Okay, let ombre it out. Lightly stroke it. Okay, good. Hi, Unya Gata. Okay, clear that. Okay. Now, take the second shot. Record. There you go. I eventually have to finesse this a little more to make it smoother. Because when it's on matte, it's gonna show everything. I wish I took 3 hours. It had to be sooner. A design, it had to take about 40 minutes. If you're not teaching. If you're teaching, then that's fine. It can be whatever. As long as people get it. But if you're not teaching, it should be, the max is 40 minutes. I can do it in about 15 minutes without teaching. But 3 hours will be way too long for a design. 3 hours is mean you're not ready to do on client yet. You're still practicing. So remember. But if you take longer than 40 minutes, still, no pressure. Just remember, don't tell your client that you can do it. Have to practice first. Get in the groove. Oh, Amber say, what's the difference between embossed jelly and 3D jelly? They are the same things. But embossed jelly is in the tube. And I formulate embossed jelly so it's shinier than 3D jelly. But it's the same material. You designed it just the same way a 3D jelly is. 3D jelly, you have to work with brush. Where embossed jelly, you can work with a tube squeezing. Because of the tube design, it's also eliminate bubbles. if you turn the tube upside down, all the bubble and air, it will go on top. So you can design without worry about if you make any bubble or not. And if you do, if you make bubble with 3D jelly or embossed jelly, remember that it's cell level, so it's going to disappear very quickly. But still. Gonna brush it out. Yeah, I have to do more finesse on these ombre right here. Hear this? 6 hour lux. It's okay. 6 hour, as long as it's pretty. You have to make sure it's pretty first. And after it's pretty, you do it about 3 more times so you can get all the step down. And that is when you're ready to do it on your client. Now, when doesn't mean that you have to get it done under 40 minutes for your client. But the reason why I recommend you that, because that's how you make your money. If you take longer, then you're not going to be able to make that much money. And if you take it faster. I remember back in the day when I do now, like I'm not chill like this. When I'm teaching, I'm really chill. But when I do now for my client, I'm really intense. I calculate every single minute that I spend. I almost didn't really hear the conversation at all. Doesn't have to stay by my side to help with conversation, because when I'm doing nails, I don't have time for chit chat. And sometimes I do when I get to a step where I don't have to focus. But when I do line work or whatever, I don't involve in conversation. Just to cut my time down. The more faster you do, the more money you make. But I like teaching now. So much more relaxing now. I mean, make more impact. People can see, they can learn, they get better, they make more money, they're all happy. And I mean, we live on energy. We believe that whenever people are happy because of us, then it go back right to us. It's echoing to us. So we live just to have that positive echo bouncing right back to us. Okay, I'm gonna have to focus on the blend here. I have to be really good. Okay, so far so good. Now just the end of this. Make it a little more on the end. Just like this. Okay, a little bit on the top too. It is challenging sometimes though, because I still need to feature this set on my page and all that. I still need to feature it, and sometimes when I'm teach, I get a little distracted, and I didn't worry about I didn't pay much attention to my ombre, so now I have to like redoing it. So that is a little challenge right there. But I rather save this than just do it myself. When I just do it by myself, I do it faster, but people learn harder to a 1-minute video than they were to learn from a live stream. So far so good. You should have to tie up all the loose end right down here. And that's it. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Betty Boop, heart, black need to be in there somehow. White, easy. I should draw a little snowflake on the red, and that's it. It will hit home for me now. The index on this side and the pinky on this side, it either be red. I don't know if it's smart to repeat the red. White will be too bland. I think about white too, with snowflake on it. Or black tips. So I don't know. I probably will leave it, not up to you, but you know, I probably want some kind of advice. So this, because the red is very well balanced. I can repeat the red again, but it will make the theme weaker. The red will be diffused, but right now it's very condensed. I can pair it with black. That could be a very good choice or not. So far, I know that I probably will have to outline this heart with black. But first, if I want to, I can do this. Don't try it at home until you see me doing it. I'm going to take blush. You see how she had blush on? I can add blush on this. It's very risky. It could turn out not attractive. We don't know. We have to see. Okay, let me blend it out. You guys, isn't shading gel is amazing. I haven't have a live where I talk much about shading gel. Because you know how to use the blood, you know how to use the amber, the burn gel. Shading, you know, you shade character, same with blush. However, did I ever tell you to take blush like this and apply on a French tip from top to bottom? Nail bed, even the white. Oh my God, you guys, it's so elegant looking. You have to try it. If you haven't tried it yet, you have to try it. Take blush. I mean, you can use that on just the pink part. It will make the pink more natural to make people nail bed. But also apply on the white too. Just you know, experiment with it. But for French tip, it's so beautiful for French. Okay, let me see. Tolerable. Okay, now kill this. Yeah, this gel, is amazing in French. It's very condensed when you look at it in the bottle, but when it apply, it gives this naturalness. Like whenever your client nail is so pale, you're gonna apply it on her nail bed. Oh, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. It gives you such a natural tone. Cause you probably tried that before, but just because you put pink or red, that doesn't make the nail bed look attractive. Sometimes pink or red can be artificial looking. But that color is a perfect for natural nail bed for French tips.
And let me just shoot this out for Tanya.
Okay,
I just went out, talked to Kyla, was out in the factory, and there's not enough shading stuff to go around, so I would hurry up and buy that.
Yeah, shading gel go fast, even at show.
Well, Kyla said we got seven duplicates, so
okay.
She told me to have you order more.
Okay. Done. Okay. Now, I give highlight for Betty Boop. Should I put highlight on her? I'm thinking not. It look good on a person, but on a nail, let's just be happy with the shading. And then let's go ahead and line it. And then we can, after we lined the heart, we can go ahead and matte this. Or do I need to line it first? Let me think about this.
Yes, the lace gel is a game changer.
Oh yes, you'll love the lace gels. It's for special effect, and it's just not for lace, just for lace. It's for like the beach theme. It's for dragon scale. It's for all kind of look. Okay, I need one stroke liner. One stroke liners. I'm gonna line this hard just to make it more cute, and then I'm gonna go ahead and matte this.
Dear art guy, I was trying to follow along, and I'm just having trouble because your voice sounds dry and thirsty. Also, Laura Lynn, we have not downloaded this to the website or on any other social media platform, but if you text me about brushes, I will send you my cheat sheet that will change your perspective and make it easy for you to understand exactly what the brushes do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I developed a cheat sheet that I only use at beauty show. Yeah, that's I'm gonna send it to you so you can study the cheat sheet. It tell you everything you gotta know about a product, and he send you a picture on a brush page. Ooh, that one a little thick, a lot of pressure. When you want less pressure, when you want line to be thinner, you apply less pressure. Okay, I already lined it out all nice. Now, you know what? I can make a pop art nails with this too. Oh, I can make oh, these are Arista.
Take a rest.
Let's cure this.
Let's do it.
Okay, now let me go ahead and make a there's a hair right here. Could catch me. Okay. I'm thinking of making a pop art design. Right about here. Okay. I'm not gonna cure it yet. Okay. Think about this. I'm just gonna do it. Okay. I need white one stroke liners. Okay. Okay, now a highlight for the pop art. It should have so hard to do on camera. Cut. Let me see. No. No. Nice try. Okay, now, next we're gonna mat this. That doesn't need to be on camera. After we mat it, we're going to be doing Snowflake. And that is when we take our third shot on camera. There is a hair right here. There's still more hair. Let me take a knife. Usually when I do this, my client loves to help me with this. With the other hand that she haven't cured yet. She loves to reach over and help me remove the fuzz. For some reason, she don't help me with anything else, but when there's a fuzz, she was very eager to help me. Again, with the other hand that she haven't cured yet. No more hair. Oh, it because when I wipe it away, I use that towels, and there's lint on that towels. Okay, clear this. Okay, so we're gonna do snowflake, and we're gonna sugar our snowflake. So I'm gonna use white art gel, just because white art gel, the new edition of white art gel, I can sugar it. It's easier to sugar it with the new edition than with the old art gel. I'm gonna take art gel. I'm gonna do my snowflake. Let me see if I can find some cute patterns. 1, 2, 3, 3 lines. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's them coming out. Okay. Ombre is okay. It's okay. It's not like a top-notch ombre. So we're gonna cover all that imperfection up with white art gels. There is a little bit up down here that can be more perfect. A little bit up here can be more perfect. Okay, I need painting brush, 10mm. I need to pose my design first. to pose. And yeah, okay. Now, wait for it to pose. Put it right here. My snowflakes. This will be my center point of my snowflakes. I will, first of all, the line is thin first. I can make it thick later. And I want it to be thin. There's 3 lines. Okay. And then I can go out here. Short the line in between. This thing about to get magical, honey. It's
Magical.
really thin right here. And let me see. Okay, I like these guy right here. It have a little V right on each of it. Okay, like a little V, like one here and one down here. There, like that, all over. A snowflake is just about repetition. The detail make a lot of people nervous, but what a lot fail to realize is they are simple. It's just that they have 6 different points, and when they have been repeated evenly to each point, it look pretty no matter what, as long as it's the same on each point.
Good morning. You cow.
And I think maybe one more right here. And then we're going to embed it with red crystal. Oh, that's going to be pretty. Let me see. Oh, I already feeling it. Okay. Let's take a first shot first. Oh, you guys go in and like my videos. It's already posted. It's posted 2 minutes ago. Record the time of posting. 5:10. Yes. Go in and like my my new videos, the one that I'm just posting right now. Okay, let me go ahead and put the camera back so I can start filming.
Fellow corn person.
Hi, my fellow corn person. I'm from Missouri.
Right next to the corn.
Yeah. I'll take my second shot. Again, very thin. Start out very, very thin. Yeah, back out to like it.
Back out, back out.
Back out, and then go to Voltino. It's on the Voltino page. And then go back in.
Tip said, I just got here. I'm late.
Hi, Tip.
But I'm going to exit out and go like your video and come back.
Yeah, go like my video and then come back.
Because I'm at the end.
See, art gel can stand thin detail too, just not as well as one stroke liner. One stroke liner is so high coverage, but these are really still a color block. When I draw like eyelash or eyebrow, that's when I get nervous. But color block is okay.
Thank you, Nails by Lauren. Lynn, loved your mystery box.
Thank you, my love.
Wait till Christmas. It'll be like Santa Claus.
Yes. Christmas, everything in mystery box will be all new. Okay. One like this. You might ask me why on the other snowflake I didn't use a dotting tool. And on this snowflake I used dotting tool. I have no answer for that. Absolutely no answer for that. Just because I want to. Sometimes I want to see if I can do a dot with a liner brush. And sometimes I feel like I want to use a dotting tool. Depend on the mood, you know. Okay, let's see. That's good. Now let's film this a little bit before we sugar this. I would need to use my 7mm. Notice that the brush I'm using right now have no gel in it. Because you're dragging this dot out. There's no need for any gel on your brush. See, it's clean. You just drag it out. That's to make your line more sharper. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and sugar this. Yeah, sugar. Clear acrylic. Okay. Any brand will do. If when you dust it, if your gel smear when you dust it, then that means you haven't packed it enough with acrylic yet. You have to repack. You have to, when you pack, you have to keep on packing till it's solid like this. Here. Okay, after the clear acrylic, now it's time for some red crystals. Light cyan. Okay, red crystals. Okay, now give it one last clean. Remember, it have to be packed with clear acrylic. Really pack it in so it doesn't chip on your client. You know what I mean? When they go home, all this detail right here, it doesn't chips. Shivering is very nice, but it have to last. Okay, so I need take this glue, Crystal Magic glue, and I'm gonna apply my crystal on, which means I need to take video of these. Okay. This is SS. Nine, right here. SS9 light cyan crystal, or red crystal IU will be light cyan. SS12 right here. Oh my God, look how pretty. You don't have to draw Betty Boo. With this design alone, it will make you bank this Christmas with just these nails. It don't have to be a character nails. My sugar line is flattened is because I'm using the old version of art gels. No. A lot of people, when it comes to sugaring, I think they expect it to be flumpshed or something. When you want it to be lumpshed, you just use gel. Just use like a 3D jelly or anything like that you can build really high. It's gonna be like this. Like a cylinder, like a half cylinder. Now, when you pour sugar on, it's gonna be embossed, but the top is gonna be flat. So it's gonna be. Let me draw it so it's easy when I draw it. Like this. Okay, so when you draw when you use 3D jelly to draw like a line, okay, your line is there is a base. Your line is going to be like this because it's gel, right? But when you pour sugar on it, your line gonna be more embossed, but it's going to be like this, like that. That you couldn't make it turn into this after you emboss. It's gonna be like that, no matter what, and it might spread out. But you save. Like when you draw a sweater line like this, right? Okay. When you pour acrylic over, it's gonna be embossed, but it might flatten out due to gravity. It might flat out on the top, and the line might spread out, but you're not in dangers. See this line. Every time that these lines spread out, I get nervous because I'm afraid that my line will blend into each other. But when you sugar something, it cannot blend. Doesn't matter if it's really close. So when you keep pouring sugar over this line, it's gonna be like this. It's going to spread out. That is a beauty of sweater design actually. Still gonna be embossed, but it's gonna spread out to what is will almost touch this line. This line will be almost touch. But the beauty of sugar is doesn't matter how close this line is, it's not gonna blend unless you stop sugaring it. Then it will blend because the gel is wet. It's gonna blend. Okay, but when you sugar it, it doesn't matter how close the line got, it's not gonna blend. So that is a beauty of this. But the flatness, sometimes people mention it to me. I guess they expect it to be like this, to be a dome light instead of how do I call this? Not dome light. It's like a brick wall, basically. That to me, yeah, you understand it now. So the reason why the structure of the liner is like this, just because it's lightened up. But when you pack with acrylic, it's become heavier. But don't be intimidated. Don't be intimidated by that, because that's the beauty of sweater design. Actually, Tracy is the one that bring it up to me. At first, I thought she meant flat, like flat, but then I discovered she meant like the surface is not dome-like. Okay, one more shot. And a big one right down here. Let's use, should I use the biggest? The 16. You know what? We don't lip ones. Oh, so pretty. This red on red give me life. I think it's so attractive. Give it a medium one right here. I will go with SS9. Oh my God, beautiful. Take one more shot and be done with these nails. Let me show you up close. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So magical. I love Christmas so much. Okay. Put this on these nails. Now we have 2. Okay. Red, or should I do red on the rest? It's safe. If I do red on both sides, on the pinky and the index, it would be safe. Would it be pretty? It would be safe. White will also be great. It will be very safe. Black, however, will be daring. Should I use black and then red snowflake? Oh, that would be too daring. Okay, you know what? I like this ombre right here. Let me think about this a little more. Okay, I have established. I want this to be strong. The rest of the nail gonna be white. Aurora white. Let me see the comments in case somebody say something that would trigger me. When is this class be uploaded? Okay, no suggestion so far. Gray like her eyes? You know what? I knew it. I knew I should have just a comment. I got one comment that Tip Mary say gray like her eyes. At first I like, what the heck? But then I think about it. And I'm gonna put white pigment base right here. And I am gonna take black pigment or gray pigment, whatever. I'm gonna give her an ombre. And then after I have that gray white ombre, like Tip say gray. It inspire me. So after I have my white gray ombre, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take this snow white and just lathers all over. Oh, it's gonna be great. And then we're gonna have red snowflake or not. Doesn't matter. Okay. So this needs to be white. The pinky needs to be white. The thumb is questioning. A thumb doesn't need to be white. It can have red. Let's put on like a red gel polish on it first. You know what? I better do these just in case my version doesn't turn out match in reality, just in case it look funny. All right. Thank you, Tip Tip, for the ideas. Gray. I never think of that like that. But yes, white and then put some gray ombre on. So pigment base. There's a hair right here. I would have killed it if it not for the pigment. It have to be flawless for the pigment. Okay, this is already smooth. I'm gonna kill this. Okay, white right here too. Where is all the fuss come from? Okay, let's kill this. Here we go. So, I need my pressed pigment. My pressed pigment have finally come back to us. I'm gonna use this black pressed pigment, and I need a paper towel out. Put this beauty over here, and I will. When you hear this sound, it's me doing this. You have to do this. It's very important. You don't want dust to like shoot all over your nails. You have to do this. The gray gonna be up or down. It's either this way or that way. Let me think about this. I think black here, and then Aurora white on here, or if it on a cuticle, fade it down. I go for the cuticle instinctively, of course, but that's just me. What will Tip Tip do? What will Tip Tip do? Tip Tip will probably do the same things. Okay.
I'm gonna go get kitty litter.
Uh-huh.
I'll be back about 40 minutes.
Okay.
Love you.
Love you. Okay. Blend it in. Blend it in. I can stop here, or I can make it more perfect by taking black. Blend with white. Of course, I don't need to make it perfect. Aurora gel gonna be right on it. So the background, the smoothness doesn't matter what the smoothness is. But again, I have no answer for why I want to make it perfect. Oh, habit. Okay. Let me just take a video shot of this. let's elongate this gray a little more. See the gray in the middle? I want to do a little more, almost taking over everything except for a little white in the bottoms. Okay, and then I just need Aurora gel to be on. No need to cure in between or whatever. Just apply Aurora gel right on here. Magical. And then white snowflake. Oh, perfect. Cure. Let's do the pinky just the same. Okay. See this right here? I call it imperfection. From being fast, you know what I mean? If I really pay attention, I can make it really good. But let's go ahead and like cheat a little bit by mixing white and black together to make a gray. Sometimes you have to cheat. Sometimes you have to cheat. That's why I tell my art teacher. Okay. So it's neutralize all the spot out. Then you give Aurora actually more gray. Isn't it? The Aurora gel is magical, isn't it? You see it rarely on live because it's not a main character, it's a helping, but it's a very nice helper. See? It's an addition. Anything that I use for strictly background and layers, you rarely see it on live. I don't use it to make art. I use it to make... I don't consider this art. It's very fashionable. Ombre. Cure this. But it's time for me to make a videos. Cut. Okay. Now it needs to be shiny, so shine top coat on. Let me see first. Okay. I can have white snowflake. I can have red, but if I have red, what would it be? I don't like a red snowflake. Did I? You know what? You only live once. Let's do a stretch snowflake. I might regret the red snowflake, but shine it on. See, I originally doesn't like to spread the red out on the other two nails. But if I have a red snowflake, that's just an additional detail. That's not that's not the majority of the design on these two nails. So I should be fine. Yeah, Tracy, I'm gonna put some crystal on my red snowflake. Probably in the center and on each end. But it's still gonna have mostly gel. It's gonna make up mostly gels. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna put crystal over the entire snowflake because I'm afraid that it will lose the details. But it will be partial. Hear this. I would love to do black snowflake, but I feel like it needs some red on. Let me see. You know what? Maybe black snowflake. It just needs some red. It needs some red. There's a fine line. It's gonna be a fine line too between too much red and no red at all. Yeah, I couldn't let it go with no red. Because before, I almost want to do a black tip and some red at the end on the curve. Hear this. Now, the good news is it's already top coat, so I'm not afraid. And remember, see, when you first expose UV light to Aurora gel, look at the yellow tint in it. But remember, it's a chemical reaction. Look at how white it'll get. See that? So don't get distracted by this chemical reaction. Know that eventually it'll be snow white, like a virgin. Okay, I am gonna take out. Would this be too light? You know what? We have to use Royal Red. Now, Royal Red is darker, but don't forget that number one, the line is gonna be thin. Number two, we're gonna have this red crystal on, so don't worry about that. I just feel like if the red is lighter, it's gonna be a little weird looking. Okay, so Royal Red, let's do a snowflake. First, let's blend it out. This snowflake needs to be right here. Snowflake. Okay, let's do them both in the middles. One right here. One right here. Okay. Let's do on the pinky first, because I have to take video on the thumb. Give it a nice clean. Okay, small thin line first. And then I will say big stone right here, little stone right here. So you need a V shape in the middle of each the line. Yeah. Yeah, see, that's not too much. that still leave a bright hook red right in these two fingers that kind of attract more attention versus these red more demure. Gonna stay on both sides, so the spotlight still gonna gather up these two now. Yes. Yes. Okay. And then there's gonna be a diamond right here. So I will go up here. And then I need to give it some hand right here too. Yeah. Go ahead and draw it out just like this. Little hand. And remember, if you are confused about the intricacy of this, remember that this design for crystal, not for a design. If a design, it needs to be more intricate. But remember, you have to leave room for big crystal right here, a crystal right here, maybe a small crystal right here. Okay. Now, sugar. Take out some clear acrylic and sugar it. I don't put the diamond first with the glue, and I would, but so far I'm gonna sugar, and I don't want all the acrylic to get into the crevices of all this diamond that I put on, so I have to put on right after, and I usually really hate it because the surface gonna be slightly bumpy, gonna be harder for my diamond. Make sure you really pack it to a point where you can clean it like this without the gel smudging. If it smudges, that means you haven't packed it with enough acrylic. You have to make sure you really pack it. So you can go ahead and dust it before you cure. Because if you dust it after you cure, this red not going to be vivid for you. It can be ashy. You ever do a black design and it look really ashy? Because you dust it after you cure. I'm dusting it already. Now I'm going to cure. So dust it before you cure are very beneficial when it comes to dark colors like black. Black embossed sugar are beautiful but very difficult because usually the black gonna turn out ashy. So you have to remember to dust it before cure. And the trick is to pack it with enough acrylic. So when your client go home, it doesn't chip on them. Okay, now this finger, I need to film this. Actually, I need to draw it out first and then I can film it. Let me see what Tanya say. While she might make a coffee and boom, you nearly finished that ombre. Yes, we decide on this ombre right here. We think that is really cute. I still haven't think about the time yet. I don't know what I want to do with the thumb. It had to be all red. I know that for sure. Okay, I'm gonna film this. Okay. Ooh, a little too low. Remember, Crystal gonna be here. I love to say I went grocery shopping while watching Tino's. I wonder how people react when they hear my voice in the store. They'll be like, "What's that? What are you watching? Is it a Wizard of Oz? Is it a Munchkin? What is that? Who sound like that?" You know, until this day, I still got people, once in a while, not all the time, that because everybody say they love my voice, but once in a while, there's still people that say, "Sound like cat scratch. I have to mute it." But do you know what they really saying though? 'Cause most people will be offended, right? But do you know what they're really saying? What they really mean is, it sounds like cat scratch, but I have to mute it. That means that they still want to watch my video. They doesn't just hate me and don't watch me. They still want to watch me. They just don't want to hear me. Talking about rapery. My gosh. You still want me. You just don't want my voice. Still want everything else. But anyway. What kind of... I don't know how... Either to be flattered or to be petrified. But I guess that comes once in a while. Oh, it sounds like cat scratch. I couldn't hear it. I couldn't stand to hear it. I had to turn the volume all the way down. I almost want to respond, "Girlfriend, after you turn the volume down, do you just leave? Or do you like stay and watch me for a couple more hours? You just try to listen to me. You get used to it." It's like alcohol. It doesn't taste good at first, but eventually over the years, you get better and better. Then you'll love it. Years later, I didn't say anything. Because they didn't mean to be rude. They just somehow unaware of the ridiculousness, but they didn't mean to be rude. Here it is. Usually usually I handle it very well. I only show a slight flash of anger, and then it all go away very quickly. Within 3 or 4 seconds, it all went away. But when they caught me off guard, that's different. Tino, I take you to physical therapy every morning. Kiki. Kiki, take me to physical therapy. Oh, physical therapy. Okay, I get it now. I thought I just heard therapy. Physical therapy, that's different. I thought you showed me to your shrink. I was flattered. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and erase it. Okay, time for the crystals. And I say, I don't usually like to put crystal on bumpy area. But you have to do what you have to do. You just have to be aware of it and put a little extra glue. When it stay on acrylic, it stay on very well. It's just that, like, these details tend to be too bumpy for the crystal. Crystal love flat surface. If you apply it on flat, it's gonna stay forever. Now, when you apply on not flat surface, that's different. It could be very risky. You have to make sure that it's really stay on there. If you want, you can also use some gel to help you. This is SS7. Okay. I'm a little slow on this. What happened is it's let it absorb in the acrylic. Okay, good. I think I should pick it up first. Then I put the glue in. One of the unforeseen problem is when the glue absorbs to the acrylic. Let me see. Let me think about this. I remember Tanya say, what if it's black? You know what? I wonder too. Too late now though. Oh, what if it's black and red crystal? It'd be so hot. I cannot just redo it. I already videoed it. Oh. It's still good. It's still good. I say that so I don't regret it that much. It's still good. Okay. Oh, this one a little bit over this side. Okay. I'm gonna put crystal on here. And Anita's. Hi everyone. Let's see. Here we go. This red will be SS12. Take a picture of that. It's a 7. Okay, just picking up a crystal and then I just apply it on. Seem to allow me to monetize it more. Because before I will put the glue on and then I turn my head away, and when I turn back, the glue is pretty much gone because it's soaked into all these acrylic powders. Okay. And then the thumb, I'm just going to do it without filming it. I only film 3 fingers. I like it. And off screen, I will actually put some more red up here. Let me see. Some white glacier. Okay. White glacier is what I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna clean this and add some white glacier on. To make sure that all of this is dry. Okay, with white glacier, I will use white art gel. The whole time is one big candy cane. That's also a good idea. It's not needed. It's not needed. Because I'd rather for it to be on something that I can see. Usually a nail set, a thumb is like, it's like extra. Like you only see a thumb in about a second. So we can either make a nice candy cane, or we can just put something simple like red and red ombre and some snowflake, and then save the candy cane for another set. But you don't see a thumb at all, really. Just about a second of it, a glimpse of it. Let's put snowflake for this nail first. Yeah, I'm inclined to see it the most. That's right. It's just on video, we just doesn't pay too much attention to the thumb. Okay, going down. Okay, I'm using white art gel. I think glacier is a good idea. Okay. go ahead and sugar this. A crystal heart, that'd be so cute too. On the thumb, I just want to do something simple. Usually when I get to a thumb, I don't really care about it anymore. I'm ready to like make another set. If I can do a solid red, I would. But that would be too, that'd be too much. It's just, that'd be unacceptable. Okay, see, just a little glacier here. Okay, sugar. The other day, that some people say I should do a reindeer Braclet. And I really like the idea. And I Google reindeer Braclet. I don't see any reindeer Braclet. Do they don't make reindeer Braclet? I think that's a pretty cool ideas. Here it is. So I end up doing like this really cute. Like, I like the background, I think. I like the background. I like the pink, the brown, and the white. I just really like it. But this Braclet look a little typical. I can just give a horn for her. But there's nothing really special except for a Christmas outfit and a pink candy cane. But I think a reindeer Braclet will be so unique. I just couldn't find one. Yeah, I'm just gonna give her an antler. Alright, so the thumb. Okay. I don't want to spend a lot of effort on the thumbs. Let's do our red. Is this red even match? Close. Let's do our red. So I guess I'll teach you like a quickie to do on nail salon. For somebody that likes simple things, you can paint it all red and then give her a red ombre. Here it is. Isn't that red color nice? It's my red gel colors. I have Jessica Rabbit, but I think that I should give red a break. Probably this. I think this is really cute, and I like the gold. I'll probably do that next. Okay. After this red come out, you're gonna give it some shadows. So you're gonna take stained glass gel number 14, apply. Number 14 stained glass gel, go all over. Stroke down about 1/3 of the nail. Stop. And take out your ombre brush. Make sure you have nothing on your ombre brush, all clean. Spread it out. Now ombre it down. If it gets too dry, you can get a little top coat when you go all the way down here and it get really dry. If the gel is really, really pigmented, then you might need some top coat. But I'm not using top coat yet. I have a feeling I might not need the top coat. On your client, you can just pretty much done right here. Cure this. But I'm going to add one more layer of ombre just to make it more perfect. You don't have to be perfect with your client. Unless they tip you well. Then you might want to be perfect. And with art gel, I'm going to put it back in. Put red gel back in. I'm done with all liner gel of any sort. Maybe. Unless I need a snowflake. Okay. So, for the second layer of ombre, you need to apply it really thin and you need to go over the first ombre like that. That's way it will cover any imperfection you have with the first ombre. If the second one, you go over it. And it have to be thin so you can see the difference between the first part of the ombre, which is darker up here, and down here there's no ombre, so it's really light. That is 2 golden rules that you have to follow. It's thin and passing through the first one. Really, really thin. Thinner, the better. Not so thin that it's going to make everything stripy looking, but thin enough. Now you can see it's dark up here, it's light up here, and all you need to do is blend that little bit out and you're done. You can do it. It's very thin. Should be very easy to blend. See, 1, should go down. Don't overwork it. Should go to the right. And then go back. Thin, slow, calm. Don't get anxious. Just very calm. All the way to the left. And then you can go back, see? Don't get distracted by anything. Go to the right, and go back to the left. Your client can control you with this. Like while you blend, they can really look at the ombre, so it makes you really nervous. So you're not gonna go through with it. You're gonna stop right here and make it perfect. You're afraid they're gonna see the imperfection, and then when you go over here, you're gonna stop right here and try to make it perfect. Don't do that. Ignore your client. They don't know how to design. You practice first, so you know exactly what to expect. You go to the left, and then go back to the right, and then go back to the left. That's it. Don't be intimidated by your client watching. I know that's the issue for the majority. Is sometimes you just feel like they're watching and You don't want to disappoint them, so it's interfere with your creative process. You will stop and finesse a spot, and you know when it comes to art, it doesn't work like that. Art is by layers, not like you cannot just make a detail perfect until it's done. There's step to it. There's pattern to it. You have to follow that pattern with faith. And don't let your client distract you, because they will. They will pull the hand over to look at the ombre, yank the hand back. So it's mine. Okay. Now that red is on, I will matte it and put some detail on it, like snowflake and such. Let's matte this. Let's go ahead and take matte and put it on. Hi, Shelby. Okay, all over. Okay. Yeah, just tell them to look somewhere else. Or just give them the look. Like, how dare you look? I'm happy how dare you look. I perfected over the years. I just need to look at them and they pop back to their place. You're not the designer look. Hear this. I don't know how to teach you how to do that. How dare you look. Just watch my Dia a lot. I learned it from my Dia. Just watch her. She'll teach you. Okay. See now the white? It's all nice and bright. It's getting really nice and magical. Okay, so that's my first Christmas set. I mean, I have Christmas now, but not yet a set. This is my first set. What is the key difference between editorial now and client now? So, okay, let's imagine this is an editorial set. Okay. And it could be more intricate, but let's just say that this editorial set. Editorial, my job is selling products. So I like to show people the diverse in product, like this now right here. I could just leave it red, but I do a little red blend just to show people that what you can do with stained glass gels. Same thing like this, I could just make her flat, but I give her shading just to show people how you can add dimension to a nail. And also this, I don't have to put Aurora gel on, but I do just to show people how you can layer it. So imagine a fashion runway when they go down with feathers and horn and wings, okay? That is kind of editorial, because normal people don't walk down the street with horn and wings and flower on their head. So a piece that go down the runway will have everything that a normal everyday woman need and want, but they also would dress it up with the designer vision. So this is an editorial set because it's above the rest, okay? At least for this year anyway. Eventually it will be normalized. The more people practice it, the more people will normalize it. But right now it's an editorial because it have many layers, it's intricate. Now a client now is different. So what you learn is when you learn an editorial set, you learn all the skill and technique and trick that it takes to make this whole set. Now when you do it for client, you take in those skill and technique, not all of it, but just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and you make ready to wear. So ready to wear is, let's say this belly boot, that's not ready to wear. Okay, this is a piece. They're gonna pay money for this piece. Now, these are ready to wear. It don't have to be this intricate. But on your client, you can have either white or black. They will pay for this ombre. Okay, and then you apply one layer of Aurora nail on, it's technically good to go. They want you to pop in some design, you pop in this snowflake. You don't have to bedazzle it. You can just draw a snowflake pattern and be done. If they want, you can add in this glacier right here. But a ready to wear now, it's different because you can use part of the editorial look to make a ready to wear now for your client. Very rarely that a person would choose everything that exists on the runway and wear it, except for Lady Gaga, of course. Lady Gaga will wear everything that they wear on the runway, and she'll wear it out on the street for shock factors. But most likely, when you see a skirt with wings and horn and flower, you most likely only choose the skirt. You will go in and meet the designer and you say, I love your look. I want a skirt to fit me. I want that skirt to fit me, but not everything else, not the horn and flower and wings. Same with this. A client will look at this and say, I love this look, but I cannot afford $600 worth of nails to pay for my nail. My husband wouldn't pay that much. So what I would like is I would like these ring fingers. Mine is the snowflake, because I'm a simple girl. I want this ring finger. I dig the ombre. How much the ombre? Oh, $10, Becky. Okay, $10 for one fingers or for the whole surface? $10 for the whole surface, assumedly that the other nail is all red. Because if I have to do this heart right here, the ombre will cost more for a whole set. If 10 finger, 10 heart like this, the ombre have to be tricky. I will take you $30. But you only have this on your ring fingers. The rest gonna be just red like this with an ombre. So I'd be nice to you on this, and I would charge $10 for the whole service. Okay. Well, that was about 7 years ago. Right now, ombre probably $20 or $30. It's probably more expensive now. But this could be the whole set. All red ombre with just a ring finger that have a little accent. Pop in a few crystal here. Pop in a few crystal here. That's a great ready to wear set. Same with this. Every fingers is white and gray ombre with white Aurora gel. Only the ring finger have the snowflake. The red is just white Aurora gel. That is also a great ready to wear. However, in most high-end nail fashion house, they also would do the whole editorial look for you. But, this is not going to be cheap. It's going to be about $600 or so, including crystals. And as a nail designer, you need to know how to do an editorial look. It will elevate you. Now, with normal people, like people that I met at show, what they into is like they into how to make the ombre like this, how to make the background like this. But for you to make some serious cash in the future, you have to be able to say, yes, I know how to make this set, but it's gonna be $600. So it's up to how much you can afford me, but I can do this. I can do this set for you. We don't have to do this set, but I can. So just the ability to say that, it will help you name your price. Because, if you want to charge a set like this, about $150, which is reasonable, okay? But if your client know that you couldn't do this, they're not going to respect you. So when the time comes to discuss $150, they might be like, maybe $100. They bargain with you. But being able to do everything means you have more powers. Mean that the people down the street couldn't do that. So even if you do a simple set, you still can make some serious money off simple set by being able to do the rest like this. You don't say no as a nail tech. Where is my art gels? Yeah, being a nail tech, if you say no, that means right now your value is from here, it go down to here. Say no. So you cannot say no. You have to say yes, 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 yes. But pricing is what matters. I can do it if you can afford me. I can do a heart. I just want to save it for another design though. You know what? I can do a heart right now. And then I remember it, so I can do another design with it. Yeah, like Victoria's Secret. Like if Victoria's Secret, if all they advertise is lingerie, it's not gonna be much effective to them. You know, just having people wearing lingerie on the runway. But in fact, they dress up the runway with glitters and they invite important people and they let the model wear angel wings. So that's different, right? 'Cause you're not going to go into Victoria's Secret and buy an angel wings. I mean, you can if they're willing to sell it for you, but it's going to be a lot of money. Like a pair of diamond and encrusted angel wing that made by Victoria's Secret, they will probably give it to you for a couple millions, probably. But what you go into Victoria's Secret to buy is a lingerie. It is the main part of it is a lingerie made with the technology, the padded bra, stuff like that. So same thing with nail art. What people go in here to buy is they buy Tino shading gel. They want to come here to learn how to shade, or they come here and they want to learn how to layer. That's exactly what ready-to-wear nail artists do with my nail art. Is they dissect it. I make this so people can dissect this very easy. And of course, sometimes there's still venturous people who will make editorial set for other people that can afford it. Mostly in big metropolitan city like Florida or New York. That's why it's very easy for you to be a press-on artist, because really you can sell it to any people in the world. I still remember my press-on day. I have it right after COVID. Make some serious cash with press-on nowadays. When they can buy your art, it becomes an addiction. When you hook one client, that client can pretty much take care of you the whole years. They keep buying. But it have to be up to standards. What they see have to be what they get. Okay, some snowflakes. A while ago, someone was outraged that I was charging over $10 for an ombre set with chrome. That's their problem. Don't get your feeling hurt about that. That's them. There's people like that out there. But it's not you. It's not because you're bad or whatever. It's them. It's their problem. They awfully shop in the wrong shop. I have friends that are like that. I noticed that from my friend. Whenever we go out, and I always pay attention to the way they shop, because that's my business. So I always pay attention to that, because in the Louis Vuitton store, they wouldn't say anything. They would take that glass of champagne and they would chew their purse. But when they like buy something at Walmart, they would be like, "Oh, this is so expensive." Oh, that's their problems. just don't sell it to them. Okay. But more importantly, you have to build your name up so you don't end up with people like that walking into your store. They know what they expect when they walk into the store. Social media is important nowadays. It's not important 10 years ago, but now it's very important. It's how people can see what you can do. They don't have to be able to afford it. They will know what to expect. Okay. And then a little bit of these in between. Yeah, back in the day, when there's people that would chisel me, like 15 years ago, when I first started, there's people that like to chisel all the time. And it made me so upset. But I don't lower my price. I just wouldn't give them that, but I don't lower my price. I still deal with them. And when I done deal with them for the day, I go and I practice. I practice as much as I can. Whenever I'm so tired, I be like, I have to keep on going because I need to be really good so I can hold power over these people. Cause right now they just don't know who I am. And I know that I'm great at this. I know that the more I practice, the more I will get this. And just like I thought, after a couple of years, of course, my nail design get improved every day. And to a point where everyone in town know me. So right now, they're going to deal with me a little differently. Still keep practicing years after years. Then to finally see the same person, but they no longer cheater you. They beg you to do their nails. Beg you to pay whatever they want, whatever you want. Just as long as you willing to do the nail. That's a more wonderful feeling ever. But the patience that it took though, cause it took me a couple of years just to gain a position in the industry. Cause at first nobody know me. I'm just the same as whoever is down the street. And they just don't want to pay for some, they don't want to go into Walmart and pay $300 for a purse. They don't want to do that. But once your Walmart become a Louis Vuitton store, they be in lines begging, whatever you want. I'll come up with the money somehow. But can I please get a visit? Can I please get a spot in the books? But yeah, when I first started, nobody cared if they had their name in my book. There's no book at first. But I was like, I can't stand this. I need to be special. I practice so much, you guys. Every night I was practicing. Probably because I'm upset with it too. Not just knowing that I would succeed in it. I just really like art. It's need to have some kind of diamond in here. You know what? I can use Aurora gel. Snow White. Now, Aurora gel is not no white, but that doesn't mean that it need top coat. You can also wipe Aurora gel and it'll be just as shiny. Fill it in first. Why am I using a polished bottle brush? I don't know. I could just use a liner brush. Like this. Easier. Tara, what time are we going on this live? I want to make sure that it doesn't get cut off. Hear this. I mean, I almost, look how beautiful. Oh my God, so beautiful. Oh, that's beautiful. I didn't expect it to be like that. Kia. Yeah, I don't want it to get cut off. Let's see. I usually go at the same time as when I post on WhatsApp. I post on WhatsApp at 2:48. Okay. Still have time. Okay, this is my first set for Christmas. Okay, good. I'm done. Isn't that cute? Okay, now I'm just gonna take acetone or alcohol and just wipe it up like this. Up the tacky layer on the surface. See that? After you wipe up, it's all nice and shiny. So just because Aurora gel is tacky, that doesn't mean that you couldn't just wipe it up and be done with it. But you can pigment it if you want. You just don't wipe it up and you put pigment on it. A magical set. I want to do this fox next. This cute little fox right here. I still have 2 of the old line to post before I'm ready to post this one. I need to post one tonight. I like it. Red. Red my favorite. I'm going to have red. I'm going to have green. I'm going to have, I don't know if I'm going to have blue. Yes, blue. I'm going to have red, green, blue. Some golden theme. And a little bit of pink for Christmas. But I love red. Okay. So we're done with this one. Let me check everything to see, make sure everything's fine. almost quadruple online. Which time do I post? 5:10, 6:39, 10 is 29, 80, 89 minutes, 89 minutes, 2259, 2259 minus 89 minutes. Good, 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 very good. Okay. All right, so I want to do this next. I have to turn this light up though, and then I'm gonna come back to this light to do this design. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna go back out, and I will see you in just a few minutes for another design. Not a few minutes, at least about 1 minute. So when I lock out, you need to lock out with me. And then wait till you see live and you can come back in. I'll be about a minute. All right, bye-bye, you guys. I will see you back here in a little bit.